Where is this I that you refer to? I want this. I need this. I am a someone. I. Now we know that it's just a word, but you see this word, this I, which is really a thought, it's the source of all of your other thoughts. It creates the thinker, the feeler, the doer, the someone, the person. So this I, if you really look into it, you look in the body, you won't find anything. Sensations, neutral. You could point to your head, behind your eyes. There's an I there. There's someone here speaking. In fact, I literally feel like and you see that? It's so subtle. It's like, Ivan, no, this is normal. This is how we function. This is who we are. I. And yes, it's a function. You see, that I is taking credit for something that is what you really are. It's not separate from it. The problem is the separation, right? For you to say, I am here, there must be already an implication that there's already two. Because for you to say, I'm the only one here, or I'm saying these words, you know that this is happening, right? You're perceiving it. You're seeing it. You feel yourself to be here. We're not denying that. We're not denying the creation, the manifestation, the imagination of you. We're just saying it's not really you, right? Because you're perceiving it. Anything that you can perceive is not you. Ultimately, if I'm perceiving a chair, how can I be the chair? If I'm perceiving this hand with this mic, how I'm obviously not there. I'm perceiving it. I'm seeing it. I'm somewhere more subtle. Now we go into this I, like I feel here, I'm here. But that's just a word. There is a knowing of this. The knowing itself cannot know itself as an object, as a thing, as something that you can see because it's the very seeing itself. It's like light. The light doesn't need another light to light itself up. It is the light or the I. And this is probably the most direct experience that you can have right now in your perception, in your seeing. That what is seen, that which is seen doesn't need anything else. It doesn't need to know, am I seeing? But how do I know that I'm seeing? You see, this is where the mind is trying to get it. It's trying to grasp it. You are watching the mind. Now, I'm not saying that you as a person, you as an object that knows. You see, the knowing itself is the mind, but only as a function, as a tool. It's not the mind. It's not a person. It's not a someone. This is the dream. I don't know if I want to say the dream. Let's say imagination. You're imagining it. Because if you really break it down, you only find sensations and appearance, and then everything else is just a concept. It's a word. And so you trace this back to this I. Where does this I arise from? Because this I is the source of all of your other thoughts, the source of all of your projections, all of your problems. If you take back root to this I, you will find the root of the problem. Somehow you believe that if I don't have an I right now, which is really just your story, these words cannot happen. Oh, they can still happen, and they're happening right now. The only thing that dissolves is this ownership, is this need for me to be a someone, to say, Ivan is saying these words, or this body is saying these words, or this means something about me. This is important for me. That's not required. It actually creates much more pressure, much more tension and resistance, right? So these words are just pointers. What's always here? Did you grab that? Not that you could, but it's always here. It's the silence before, during, after these words. That's what you've always wanted. I know that I wanted that. Who wants this, right? Again, but we're saying that knowing is not separating itself from the mind or even the I thought, because you can never know yourself for what you are, your state of being. How can you know it? It already implies two, but you can know what you're not. And this is the awakening moment for you. This is the realization for you, to know that you've never been anything that has a definition. Nothing that has anyone said to you, nothing that you feel, nothing that you see. You're not a thing. You're not a word. You're not a sensation. This is all an imagination, but don't try to control it, change it, take ownership of it, because who would be doing that? The knowing itself only needs to know. That's it. It doesn't need to know anything else. Oh, how do I create my reality? How do I manifest what I want? Who is that I? Why do you want it? What is it more that you need than this knowing itself, which is free, pure, alive, and it's already whole. It's already full, because the moment you want something, you've assumed there's a sense of lack. You see that, right? It's subtle, but it's there. I want to be happy. That's not wrong, Ivan, right? Well, you must be implying that you're already not happy. There's something missing. There's something wrong in your direct experience. You can still go towards happiness or whatever you think is going to give you happiness. If it's an object, it's not true. If it's a state, it's not true because it's coming and going. Then what is happiness if we're in the subject now? It's this. It's the silence. It's when you don't need happiness. I don't need to know what happiness is. In fact, happiness doesn't even exist. This is where manifestation goes wrong. You believe somehow you need to create happiness. And the very fact of you wanting happiness creates the lack of it. It's like wanting to know what you are, wanting to know what knows this. And I made the last video. What knows this, right? I was screaming out. I'm like trying to figure out what knows this. The knowing itself doesn't need to know because it is itself. It doesn't separate itself from anything that it knows, even if it knows the mind, even if it knows this body and these sensations or anything else of that nature. It's the separation. And what creates that separation? Labeling, the labeling of this, of that, of good, bad, right, and wrong. It is the world of duality. And that is the play. But you see the play for what it is. It's a map. It's not the territory. It's relative truth. It's not absolute truth, right? Because truth cannot be debated, cannot be questioned, right? Everything else is just an opinion, a preference. Just because you believe something doesn't mean that it's true in my experience. The same way for me. And right, again, we're back into the dream of labels. But these labels make you believe. They make you believe that, oh, this is truth. This is real. Like, I'm really separate. I'm really flawed. I'm really making this video. No, you're not. No, you're not, because where's the one? Where's the I that it's happening to? Where's the I in you? And how are you seeing it? It must imply that it's not you. So if you really look in your direct experience, there's no I. The I is just imagination. And that imagination is ultimately not you. That is the liberation, the freedom, not knowing. And knowing that the knowing only needs to know. It doesn't need to know anything else. And in that, you'll find what you've always been looking for, which is you. You are the light. You are the knowing, and nothing else needs to know it.